54. Mike's 54. Hey, I'm coming. He's coming. Double up.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Taylor. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is brought in at the 21. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Bravo! Check my 46. Tackle.
From just shy of midfield, Luck. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
46, boys, 46. 46 a month. I'm coming after you. Boy. Check my 46. I got you.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 25-yard line.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner. Toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Running right, Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 15 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Check pass.
Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He's got a man. It's Williams. Touchdown, LA. Mike Williams, 77 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now Luck. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 40-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. These two teams all tied after 1. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, box truck, box truck. 46, Mike 46. Hey, check.
Here we go on 4th. Luck. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big pickup there. 18 yards and a Buccaneer 1st.
Check, crouch. Check 24, check 24. Strong right. Go.
On first down, Jones. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Chargers take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. Here's Taylor to throw. He's going deep for Brown, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, check Mike 46. Check 11. Hey, Delta. You ready? Mike 46.
Now Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Hey, Charlie. 46. Watch QB drop.
3rd and long. It's Locke. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Let's go, team.
From the 45 on second down, Taylor. That's caught at the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones. That seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check three. Check three. Check three.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Go.
On second down, it's Hunt. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
We own them. 30
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Taylor. Throwing again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike 46.
Here's Locke. And this one caught by Cameron Brain. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
You ready? You ready? You ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, it's Jones. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Mike 46. Mike 46. Hey, wahoo! 46 to Mike. 46 to Mike. Here we go. 46 to Mike. 46. I got one.
Luck now to throw. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Taylor from the gun, he'll throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Hank's almost going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Taylor operating from the gun. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll run again with Hunt. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Taylor. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I'll be give much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up a run the dart ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Come on, set. 30 base. Right, 54. It's going to be a long. Ready?
They'll run on first down. Hunt, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in Week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing his line. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Taylor got a man. It's Brown. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Check Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Hey, team 6.
After the interception, it's Love. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Mike 46. Hey, Echo. Come on, D. 46 to Mike. 46 to Mike. You gonna get this, boy? Hey, check.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking down. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 48 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
46 to Mike. 46.
Throwing now, Luck. He's got it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 36 yards on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Evans. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Luck gonna throw it. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. That's good for 28 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
46 to Mike. 46. Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Now a first down throw. Luck. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. On first down, Luck. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 10 yards on the touchdown pass as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game...
And that's caught inside the 35. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30. 10. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. going to get into the end zone for 2, and they're back within 2 scores, down 15 now. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road.